Welcome to my December Wrapped video. If you want to hear about a fear that I faced, a small victory, and an obstacle that I overcame all in the month of December, then keep watching. And if this video even motivates or inspires one of you out there, then my mission is accomplished. Hey, it's Marika, your violin friend, and this is my December Wrapped video. I was inspired by Spotify's end of the year Wrapped. You know that end of the year summary they do where they give you all the stats on who you listen to and how much you listen to? Well, I learned that I'm in the top 2% of Taylor Swift listeners. I was surprised. I'm like, how did that happen? How do I even compete with all the trillion gazillion Swifties out there? I'm just a middle-aged mom. But go figure. Anyways, back to my own video. I was inspired by Spotify's Wrapped, and so this is my own version of Wrapped. I'm going to talk about 3 things in December. One in particular, which I'll start off with, which was a fear that I faced. The first thing I wanted to share with you is how I faced my fear of posting videos of myself playing on social media. This is an interesting one because I have a YouTube channel about playing the violin. So this is really all of this is truly a step out of my comfort zone. So let me give you a quick little background. About 10 years ago, possibly longer, a well-meaning friend suggested I post videos of myself playing the violin on Facebook. I was very reluctant to do this because of 2 reasons. One, I told myself, cell phone audio just isn't that great. The violin is not going to be represented in its truest form of how it really does sound. And it's true, the audio is just not as great as it is live or in person. But the more, damning reason was I just didn't feel good enough. And those 2 reasons combined caused me to hold back on sharing videos of me playing. But it also held me back from entering the Tomplay contest. Tomplay is an interactive sheet music website that allows you to play with a backing track. I absolutely love Tomplay. I've talked about it before, and every December they host a contest where you post a video of yourself using their app and playing. You post it to social media, and there are wonderful prizes. Well, this year I finally did it. After a few years of being very reluctant to do so, I finally entered. I just said, you know what? You need to put these thoughts aside. You need to just acknowledge them, address them, and realize that there is room on the internet for all skill levels and all musicians. We all have a spot, and I can enter the contest too. I can post videos on YouTube just like anyone else. And so it's such a small thing that is such a big thing to me. So the second thing I wanted to share with you is just a big shout out to my quartet, the Hampton Quartet. I've talked about them before. We've been playing together for at least 9 years. We've been through a lot as a group, and it's just a pleasure and a blessing to play with these women. I'm especially calling us out this month because at our recent performance, we play a living nativity for the past 3 or 4 years now at a local church. I really think we stepped it up. In many aspects of our playing, we greatly improved. So ladies, I'm proud of you. I'm giving you a shout out, and I can't wait to see what 2025 brings. Take a listen. Here's a few clips of the Hampton Quartet. So number 3 is I injured my elbow, my bowing arm, and healed it all within the matter of a week. So early in the month, I injured this elbow and I woke up with this excruciating pain if I tried to straighten my arm. I could not straighten it 180. It would stop like, 110, 120 degrees. And I was perplexed as to what was going on. Turns out I had injured it, I had internal swelling, and the muscles just fired and went nuts and spasmed. And I was very concerned because I wouldn't be able to play with my quartet or enter the tom play contest as I've talked about earlier. Well, fortunately, as quickly as the injury came on, it also healed pretty quickly. Now, after about 2 days, the acute pain and discomfort had pretty much been gone, but there was still a lot of tightness. So with a lot of advice from my doctor as well as my teacher, I was able to get this arm back in working condition. So I know a lot of you out there have stories of injuries that just took you out of playing for a little bit. And boy, oh boy, am I sensitive to that. And so, but fortunately, this was a pretty minor injury and arm works all good now. But I just wanted to share that. It happened and healed all within a week. And lastly, I don't really make New Year's resolutions, but there are a couple things with the violin or with music that I do want to improve or learn in the new year. And one, I want to learn Logic Pro so that I can record high quality cover videos for you all and continue to face the fear that I talked about earlier in this video. And number 2, I want to learn the fingerboard better. You know those really high notes way up there on the fingerboard? I want to be able to get up there with confidence and proper intonation, and knowing me, it's going to take some time, but that's okay. I'm good with that. So those are the 2 things I want to tackle in the new year. And comment down below on the things that you are looking to improve or change about your violin playing in the new year. I'd be very interested. And with that, I bid you Happy New Year. Thank you for watching, and I will be back in the new year with some new content. Thanks again. Bye.